So here are the loaches. They love the algae. And again, I started with 6 in October. Was it October? No, I think it was January. Sorry, I think around January or March. And they're still doing really well. This tank is a really mature tank, running about for like 6 months already, or 6 or 10 months before I added them. So by the time I added them, it's really cycled. This tank was originally my fire belly toad tank. So this rocks has been in here, and it was half filled with water. Look at that. Very peaceful. I'm not sure if they feed on the shrimp. I think they will have a hard time catching the small ones, but I think I'm positive they feed on the snail eggs, because I have lots of pond snails in here, and in this tank I've rarely seen those clusters of transparent eggs. So I love watching these guys, and I plan in the future, when I get my own place, or my own house that is, I'd set up a 4D breeder for these guys. They're just fun. Expensive. Bought them for nearly $12 each, but worth it. I can see why people, love this fish. I'm hoping they might breed, but I'm not really sure of my water parameters. What I'm sure though is that this tank is really mature. Again, running for 10 months before I added them, when this was a fire belly toad tank. So look at that. Really fun fish, and that's one of the reasons why I don't clean the sides of this tank. You see lots of algae. It's because they feed on that also, and that area where Java moss even crept on the sides, I guess the algae has given them that foothold for them to grow in it. I'm curious what will happen if they'll be able to grow all throughout the tank. I have duckweed to control the light, because I think this light's open for maybe 9-10 hours. So I want algae to grow, but I don't want to have an algae farm. So yeah, I have the Rapashi Soylent Green here. The guppies love it, and the loaches also. Although I don't see them like literally on the shell food, but they'll be on the sides eating those crumbs, or I'm not sure how to describe it, but the small pieces that floats around or gets to the substrate. And you can see them going in between the rocks. They're really fun to watch, and this guy loves it there. That's his territory, always in there. And that's the other one, loves the algae. So again, not the prettiest or cleanest looking tank, but plants are thriving, the fish are thriving, the snails are doing well, and the shrimps also. The snails are just hitchhikers from the plants. I love these snails. They don't grow too big. That one, oh no, I thought he ate it, but yeah, they don't grow too big. And these snails are also great for cycling the tank. So when you start a tank and you have plants, and they'll hitchhike, their poop will help with bacteria. At least that's with my experience. With my 15 gallons before, and then my 20 gallons up there. Oh, sorry. And then this tank, they help with cycling the tank. Before you actually add the fish, you'll have the bacteria you need. Fish poop, the shrimp. I'm sorry, the snail poop. They feed on the algae, and they just don't die. And even if they die, I mean, they're free. They're hitchhikers. Okay, so yeah, that's it.